watching the game and it's like we're 2-0 up against Chelsea. Oh, let's just keep on going. It's like we're playing against Kilmarnock or St Mirren and I'm Celtic manager and I've got the best players. I haven't got the best players at Tottenham. I haven't got the best players, so I have to change it. I can't go, I'm not Man City where I can go, you have a shot, we have a shot, and we will destroy you like they have over the years. You've got to be cute. You've got to say, right, we're 2-0 up here, sit back and let's counter-attack. Solanke was ruining the centre-halves. He was holding up, bringing people in.
Couldn't live with him, could they?
Couldn't live with him. It was great, but they didn't. They just went, and they were charging all over the place, and all of a sudden, Lavia, the ball come in, and he just bent it around the corner 3 or 4 times to Enzo Fernandez or Palmer, and they're running at the defenders, and you're like, it's so naive. I don't want to have a go at Ange, because I do like him, but it was too easy for Chelsea. And that's why I said at half-time, there's no doubt that Chelsea win this football match, because I just know what Tottenham are going to do.
It's just more a case of, when you look at Tottenham, if you're having a bad run or you need something to go your way, they're just the perfect team to play. If you're Ipswich coming in, not won a game all season, you feel like you're going to get a chance, you end up winning. Crystal Palace not won a game all season, who do you want to play? Tottenham? And that's just a feeling you always get when you see them. You weren't sitting here with any conviction that they were going to hang on to a 2-0 lead because of how open they play. There are times when they're a joy, when you see them play against Man City and they win 4-0 and we go, right, this could be the turning point. But then they just disappoint you again. And you cannot play that open. Now, I will say there were changes from the Bournemouth game, so I watched it, where the keeper was playing out from the back and it was all the time. Today, they didn't do that. They almost took that risk away from him, which made them marginally better. But you can't say that they ever look comfortable today. They're just too easy to play again.
I mean, listen, he gets the penalties involved in the Fernandez goal as well. I mean, there's 3 or 4 players around him, and that's what great players do. You fear when he's on the ball. And, I mean, I've been watching him, loved him last season. He started this season really well. And I think I made a comment a few weeks ago that if you look at his almost 18 months at Chelsea, I don't think there's been a player in the Premier League who's performed better than him over these 18 months. And he hasn't been playing for the best team. I mean, they look like one of the best teams in the league right now. But when you think of Chelsea over the years and the great players they've had some great attacking players. But when you think of those flair players, I'd think of like Zola and Hazard. I think he's probably done more than Zola in these 18 months that he's done. And Zola's probably going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever play for Chelsea. And he's probably on the same sort of level as what I've seen Hazard do, but maybe a longer period of time at Chelsea for 4 or 5 years. But right now, I think the way he's going, and if he can take Chelsea to a title, whether it's this season or the next 2 or 3 seasons, he's going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever play for Chelsea if he keeps doing what he's doing. He is a very, very special player, and not just in the Premier League, in European or world football. Maybe, but in the interview he did with Pat Davidson before the game, I think he said that he spoke to Ranieri a couple of days ago. Now, you go back to Leicester winning the title, and no matter when he was asked, could they win the title, he used to just say, dilly, 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 don't, just something, something just random. And he never wanted to answer the question. And maybe that'll be, the advice that he's speaking to him about, because they are definitely in it. You look at some of the attacking players, and no team's perfect. I'm talking about the goalkeeper is not great, but there's probably areas in Liverpool's team where you think, could they improve there? The same with Arsenal, no doubt with City right now. But I just think certain positions almost feel more important than others when you think of teams who win the biggest prizes, and that's what it probably make me say right now that I still look at the goalkeeper. Even today, a couple of clearances, Tottenham could have got a goal from it. You can lose a game. Maybe you go to Everton, you lose that 1-0 because of a situation with the goalkeeper. You think of the game at Anfield, Chelsea played Liverpool off the park. Really, Liverpool were delighted to get the final whistle. But you look at that game, the goalkeeper let them down in that. And I just think, when I look at sort of Liverpool's goalkeeper and even Arsenal's goalkeeper, I think they're a level above Chelsea's. It's probably some time for somebody else to come in, because to not win a trophy in that period of time with the managers they've had, they've never really gone out of the way in the transfer market. They spent decent money without, blowing other teams out the water. The wage bill's always one of the smallest, and you're never going to get the best players. So it might be a time for actually Daniel Levy, who I've been a supporter of, because you look at the actual work that he's done. But now that work's done in terms of a stadium and a training ground, someone else needs to be in charge of this football club.
He's had 14 managers in 23 years. That's nearly a manager every year and a half. So that's something has to change.
He's not making the right decision if he's changing managers that often.
That's what I'm saying. And it's never here. Of course, there's going to be so many drop points, so many twists and turns. Nobody's perfect. I don't think any of us thought that Liverpool would be in this position at the start of the year. I certainly didn't think Chelsea would be. I thought this was going to be a season of chaos for them. I thought the manager was going to come under pressure, trying to keep everybody happy. But he's made it look so easy. And the fact they're winning, it just keeps every squad member happy. You've got the cup that you can play him in as well. He's done an incredible job. So they are absolutely right in the mix. Now, if they don't win a title this year, what they've shown me watching them in his first 13, 14 games is they'll be definitely contending for the next 3 or 4 years because of the young players they've got, because of the quality they've got. He's solved the conundrum which other managers struggled with Enzo Fernandez as well for me at the moment. He looks exceptional in midfield. He looks like the player that they bought for 108 million or whatever it was. I thought the Premier League was just too quick for him. He wouldn't be able to compete. You've got to obviously play him high up the pitch. He's not a defensive midfield player. But so far, for him, as the managerial job that he's done has been absolutely fantastic. And he's turned that club into contenders very, very quickly.